So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Krubally again. Just wanted to come out and give an update. Today, the United Democratic Party obviously still on tour. We had a pretty good gathering in Sandu and Wuli, and now we're headed back, to Bansang to continue our, campaign. So I just wanted to come on and give an update on what's happening on the ground. Obviously, I have been around for 19 days now, and talking to the people. When you come in, you talk to the people. You have to understand how to get into back into society, which I was pretty careful of how to do it. To study, the situation on the ground. One thing I have observed when I continue to talk to some of my friends, especially Basel citizens, it looks like they have one thing in common. All of these people have been promised something by President Barrow and his team, and they have continuously failed. But it is funny that it's the same scholarship program, the same employment, the same excuse saying that, yes, this is a coalition government, that's why I can't hire you. And but when you vote for me, when you support me, I will find you a position. Some of them is scholarships for their kids, and some are pretty angry that now they're starting to compare their notes, and they're all seeing that this is what the president is doing to them. So, I keep mentioning this because I want the people to understand that what these people are doing right now is they're very desperate, like I said, going out in society and trying to buy people. So it is very important that we talk to our people, because the biggest form of disrespect is for somebody to sit in a country for 5 years, not worry about your well-being, not create programs for you, but then a couple of weeks before elections, they bring rice into your home, they bring cooking pots into your home, or they bring sugar into your home. We should talk to our people, continue to sensitize them, for them to understand that there is more to life than somebody just handing you a bag of rice. You're better off pushing for your government to bring programs that are going to educate your kids, programs that are going to make sure that your kids have the ability to survive, the ability to live with dignity, and to support you. So what we're doing is we're continuously educating the people, because as I talk to the people, I actually find myself, somewhat very disappointed that these people couldn't understand that Barrow is actually taking them for a ride. This is not his this is a coalition government, but he hires the likes of Dusano, he hires the likes of Sidinjai, he hires people that are not qualified. But in URR here, you see young, educated, qualified citizens sitting here with the belief that we have to fight for this guy, for him to win, for us to get something. It is very disappointing, and this is why I'm saying this to my brothers and sisters that are out there. Barrow wants to take you for a ride again. The excuse that he's giving you, that when you help re-elect him, that he will give you a position. It's if you believe that, then I've got to I just don't understand somebody who's educated, supposed to have a degree, can just think like that. So, but still, sometimes we have to just remind our people that this is the story that is going around. They're scaring people. I was able to speak to a lot of my Fulani family and friends today, and I did let them know. And some of us, for me, all of you that know me, I don't like to talk about this tribe issue. So the fear-mongering thing that they're doing, telling the Fullers and the other tribes that when UDP comes into power, those people are actually not very happy. They know that they're lying to them. And I've got news for you guys. The business community in URR is so unhappy with this government that Barrow is going to be very, very surprised come December 4th, because they will overwhelmingly vote against him. What is happening here right now is that people are not comfortable pissing each other off. So what they're doing is they're just keeping quiet. But as you talk to them individually, they're disappointed. They just can't wait to vote this guy out. The economic situation in the country is worse. The Basse market is here. Businessmen are sitting, women are sitting, they cannot get into the market. They made this big deal about this market that they're going to inaugurate it and all this stuff, and they're pushing it. They're still working on the third level, and I think they're trying to push it for December, but that's not going to happen, before December, but that's not going to happen. So again, this is another form of failure. I have been to the bridge. I didn't climb on the bridge, but I went through to go to MRC, and I saw the bridge. And, the bridge is great, but as you move in, into town, you come into a town without any roads. You come into a hospital that has no medication, hospital that has no water, no electricity supply. Bag of rice are expensive. So the people are getting it. A loaf of bread is $8 or $12 depending on the quality that you want. The people are suffering. I mean, some people, if they have lunch, they can't have dinner. So what we need to do is to tell our people, alinga fonna molie ko baronyol be nene kanne. Kar brinte nata na sadio kono juwe nimmol kachata. Mon mel karanta e fahamuta. Barobe wol nene kan kafole ko bi. Ha nderalta malta do kola kar nyimu coalition government already. Bari nale carte o fanye, alta ale campaigno Kenya, alta ale fania fu molie, ale nene ni e carte o fanye den balta la do kola le. Na harma dul mba dul fon membe menke mira wonya nyante de malale. Katu mote balu no le la balu la sanji dulu nga balu le baro koto. Fem fenni ne mambeta nyi banko kan. Pata membe keri nyi banko kan deka fu molie le. Wallahi nimman ni government of falling fangol lebe wulla lon kilin dorong na fonte nyin kenola Basse sade kono the entire Basse community Nawek is only open between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you go there, it's like a zoo. Mon lebe nyapiri nyokan kas power ikan lokile fang puriya sang. Sai nin kono be bulite isan so sanola. Nin kono be bulite kas power sanola. Wati bina nin kono be bulite mano fang sanola. Na banko bita kanyin direction le. Molka mira ko mvelenti mbenna AC le dubenkan because ni ma my kas power is going to run out. Not because I'm scared of buying cash power, but I was lucky today to get some because they're open. When the guy is tired, he just stops selling it. So this is the situation that we're in. It is a government that everybody just does their things, whatever they want to. There's no form of regulation, no form of accountability. So mol be sirin edron. So alinga diamu na moli nga itela kwa dumbadi un fana be sirin. Barosi du sano tado kola. Asi sirinja ta do kola asi modol ta do kola bare ay Basse funding ke will believe ni ko nate fo ni ya dema fo ya re-elect wato la be dema la mbadin gamben kol saka mbadin Basse kol alinga kuning na lo membe kering anim fana be ku kilinke kan birinara sate ko nga nyinin karoke mo jama biye ay promise ka be scholarship o dilela abe scholarship o dile dingulla abe wole fokam so nyim be ye be felle youth solle be ko fenkering in certain village, I don't want to mention it, the youth insisted on talking to Raji Usainu Dabo because they were so disappointed with this government. They insisted. Folks, when Mr. Dabo was coming into Basse, we were the advance team ahead to make sure everything was set. On the road, we had to talk to some youths. They said they want to talk to this guy just to show their appreciation to him. The love for him was so great. So what we need to do is to continue ngadiamu na molie ya long ko nyin carte fayo binari na dunalo nyinde nyi manke Usainu Dawoti nyi manke Adama Baroti amanke Halifa Salati même nyin wala nyinde ko mani boto bi wuli killing kemenadi, the worst quality of rice you can ever taste. Sukur boto wuli killing keme woro jawote mala tulote mala kodobe bulite kaspa sanola kodobe bulite isaso sanola wadi bina kodobe talle bulu ite mano fon sanola. So me nyinne to sign wala tin nyanta kunin nale ngana mol fenkende nge sensitize anim fana be kukilim fana fokanja ibe na badim flole silandika ka fole ko nin UDP man sakunda sita ha ibal batandi lale yeah fulo men be sirin jang man ko men be sirin jang suro men be sirin jang jan nin politiko e fulo sanjone monene mo baja jonne o sembo so pour kamo bayja so mbole fukan na molye aduna business community base they are very very angry, I have to tell you, because there is no business here. It's not running. The place is dirty. I mean, government is trying to get their hands into anything. They're basically just overcrowding our local government, our chairman, because Barrow is in a personal fight with Fode Danjo. I mean, this guy almost threw punches at this guy. We all saw that on live. So we have to understand that we don't have a president there with the right temperament. We don't have a president there with the ability, the knowledge of what governance is. He is not surrounded by a good team. We have to get out and talk to our people. And the folks in the diaspora, I am telling you one thing. Your presence in your community, al-badigul, na al-tate ya, al community, al-yamol mil-long, al-mil karanta, na-al-wal sita, it makes a huge difference. The amount of contact that I've had with my former classmates, old friends, people that I grew up with, people that I've worked with, and I continue to tell them one thing. You guys, I fought for Barrow more than any of you guys, anybody in URR. There is not a single soul in URR that fought more for Barrow than me. But when it comes to governance, when I learned that this guy doesn't have the ability to lead us, I didn't stay to wait. I made a decision that we needed change, and we need a leadership that is competent. When you look at the United Democratic Party, today I was talking to some friends this evening, just chatting, and this one person said, you know what? Tonya, Karanal Londo Dokulal be UDP lebulu. Mol d'accord wala de. So saim fonsi continue le nga diamun na molie kadu baronyo be menki kan kalero mani boto sukuro anin tisato nylon tisato nyin kando base kando kono yenten la mol fa kando la leja. So alingi fenke UDP tesade bukasot no. People are just asking for it left, right, and center. You can't get enough of it. So this is what's happening in here. So we need to just continue talking to our people and the diasporans that are coming in. Please go to your communities. Take it from me. Aka difference baleke. Alala mol call ali diamoye. Nga itela kon leni wuluta, leni nyolong, leni kuluta nyola. We have their interest more than Barodos have their interest. Because what I tell the URR people, this guy supposedly is one of the most successful. Baroko atela naflo siata no mobet jarafala. Bari birim baro jida. Abugana base, amam fenke base, amam base long, ala hajutije. Bari bi asina aya fanke ko katele base lon telti. Katele base do kanun telti. Ndel fanante sonna wala. Bayitala na mol la ko. Jannim politiko e fulo ntelle nali doko. Jannim politiko e fulo ntelle hinatalla. Jannim politiko e fulo ntelle nalbe sirinjang. Ali la moy molla me men fokalia. Nyil membina bi eni la kodin dingul. Nyil mal dankun kunum. Ital dankun na kunum sinin. Sinin nale carte o faye na futete da office bunda la police le betar la sirinje. Barintel men nalbe sirin nale doko ken dalta nyola. Man fan warande brimbo tamat la janni election e futa bi na nintel sita na nintel doko ke wo hormo wolbe continue la wo relationship o wolbe United Democratic Party kono wala tinambe mobe danila pour sa lonko nyin carte fayo men bina nyi manke carte fay chakanti nyi manke carte fayo te ka fu ko be ni dia ko le kala kari lebe jang wala tinambe tar le jang ala koman dianye wala da mitala ja ali nga jube kon dingul lom musu be la moy la nyina kewo kewe la moy la nyina na tara bi balobe kolari bulu ndesa foy ko menzi wo sono ya ye wolom nyintu ko puri mari ye dingu karande e dingu e karang fasi de mano nimme ko di botol di la ala ni la bun ko ba do malale barobe burkan na be ko do men di kan mol do nga muso do nyinin ka ko ka sambay olla o bayo adu sinya kilina alande. So sign the lenyanta understand la ko we have to educate them. Nga ita na mol wo jamano tambida le sai. You know, anim fana ka yimmem fo ka fo ha siyo la dundaja. No, that's because they don't know what they're doing. Imang do ko le no wala na sai be mol silandika. no want to be all over the place. Another party is in URR. UDP is leaving. But you still have NPP all over the place. So they're trying to really intimidate people. They're trying to fight people. And Barrow is testing the waters. Wallahi Barrow ning mistake da fanyin kenon tambira jang mbebe ne misala. So I think I make sure nga radia mun na molye mbe karla nala jang I'll update every once in a while nga ita la mel bije bari nga ku kilin long mbe diam ka mol mbe ye promise scholarship lela wala ye dingol promise scholarship lela dol bije ye kaytol talifa foya kije bare ñil be doro ni ye be felle bare hani bi dol be siring ha coalition government olom na fenkita na tambita be ndemalale abe fenko mbadi gambian kol man sakunda doko gambia banku doko amanke ko pour nte fongola na fati pour mobe la na falum manyanna government support la o party support la ka fom fansun nafa wala na molka disappointment o soto ni man sakunda sita JB because ni man sakunda sita B ni momen bebe kele kan ni bebe palaso soto nola bari menyine dan la ko man sakunda si yirwa nati no yirwa me ya lonko besi nafa soto no je ni mon palaso soto business ko si sono ya wara karanko si sono ya diwe wara mano dasi ji wara sukuro dasi ji wara loptano boro si soto jiyo si soto courant si soto me ñine kele kan ma kele ko palaso ni me lafte la palaso la ila karawke ita do ko ñini ko kewol ba ka ñame wara ko musol ba ka ñame e buka fo ite bitale ita mol nene pour wole carte o fay pour ite palaso soto wala nan na mo jamal bije bibe karanding ibe sirin ne dron because il afta mo nene la alam ke dema fa pour ye mo nene no so alinga nyil lonko be do ko men na be kelo men na amon ken telephone la nafati directly bari lafta yirwal na la na banko kan diaspora kol men be la moy kan mel be la moy kan ndel be sirin banko men kan berindal bota base santa su brikama sate wo sate yanen ndara america banko kan nga ñim bankol tarale be dararing nga ñim bankol tarale dingol tarale ye keloke nga ñim banko tarale a darata foka pare ndaje ngam fanna fa jonne be wokelante la molye jonne be wokelante la banko ye nin carte fa yo sita america gambien o si diamu ay kele bari ninte la politiko sita doro nte daade politique tulade man bokkuma fen imi tawa kay goto nin alay men kije doro muna nambu kasi nga foko mbesi la doro nin alay samba arjana wala en samba dimba bar lolun ka wulle nga sali lolun si sadalbo lolun si ku kendol ke duna baluwo politiko fana be wonyale fonsi wulile nga kele nga tonya fo nyoye na gambia banko kan bi wallahi modo bije domoro fon atebulu abentel membulu ntel nga ala tento abentel membulu ntel nyanda wulla nga lonyile dindiwul hani bi yuarar banko kan government o ka fen nen ke youth sole wolom nyindi ko nga vessel sa nga football sa nga dila ita kada dam fola bimba fukan dindung do ye fen ko le kentel ye football sa mo le ko ko dindung men mo ne barma do filo to ma ko nya mo ta barma ko ko mun kata bodo biya sun katanu bari sa football bulale amantano loptano to ye football di ala barni o mari karandino na hanna sun kata kadita karandula ala londo do ko wa kelale so until ko there is more to life than just giving soccer balls and jerseys. We're going to educate the youth, skills training, make sure that there is employment, to make sure that there is healthcare, make sure that the environment is taken care of. This is what the fight is about. The fight is not about sitting and just hoping that whoever wins, I'm fine with it. The places we live in right now, the places that we're really enjoying life, that place, those citizens fought for the freedom and the success that you're enjoying today. We have to do the same thing for our country. I have been here for 19 days, and I've been into villages, I've been into homes, and I have to say, you just have to be humble to sit around in some homes. It is very hard. People don't even have water. You see the wirings in homes, very poorly wired. You know, disaster is waiting to happen. No standards. How can you have a town as big as Pase? Gas power. We had to send messages and money to somebody in Banjul to go get us some gas power, whatever they call it, because the gas power here is closed. If you pass by there, the fact that our people are standing, crowding over each other during this COVID time, even if it's not COVID, somebody might have a cold, somebody might have TB, but we're like, just everybody's just trying to just get in. And I heard sometimes the guy would just get frustrated and just close the place. So we're saying that let's get a sensible government in place, a government that will have laws in place, systems in place, where we will be able to function as a nation. A government that is not focused in enriching themselves or buying cars, running all over. These people are burning gas. Wherever you go, there's NPP cars all over the place. All over the place. Today, I went to a small town in URR called Chamoy. I mean, the side roads, they said whenever during the rainy season, it's like a river. People live in those situations. What are we going to do to make sure those of us that are fortunate enough, those of us that are educated enough, don't sit on this fence and the sideline? It is our moral responsibility to make sure we fight for these people. Politics is not a game. December 4th is closing up. It's here. We have to do everything we can to change. If we don't change, we're all going to regret it. We have seen Adama Barrow start threatening, saying after December 4th, there's not going to be any more political campaign, that if anybody plays the Ajame audios, he's going to arrest you. He's testing the waters, folks. All the signs are there. We keep saying, no, it's not going to happen. This is exactly what we did with the Ajame situation. Somebody who has not even been re-elected yet is threatening people. Because once he gets, if God forbids he gets re-elected, then everybody is just going to crowd on his side. And then we're going to start reporting each other. We're going to start just pulling each other down. And then the next thing you know, arrest begins, tortures begins, the killings begins. So this is why we're saying this is a great opportunity for the Gambia to refocus, recalibrate, and get the right leadership in place. In 2026, we will have another shot. I honestly believe that the quality of people that I saw on this UDP trail have the know-how, the experience, and I think the ethical responsibility, they're willing to do it. You could see that they want to do it. They know it is hard, but it is something that is doable. So ladies and gentlemen, I am urging you, the diasporans, let's go to our regions. You're a big influence. Take it from me. That reconnection you're doing with old classmates, old friends, people that heard your name, people that somehow you're part of a little group you've done for them, our people remember those things. And they have come to understand that Barrow is just all talk, that all he's doing, you go to Mankamankunda, air conditions, his son is in Seattle, Washington in a home. Our women are dying in the hospitals. They don't even get water to drink. They have to come to our home to get water to drink here. Some of them are so tired. We had a woman, I'm sitting here, coming from the hospital, said that his son is too hot. that he just wants to sit because the garage is right next to our house and rest. Folks, you feel so bad, you just want to just take money out, and people think that, oh, because he's from the diaspora, he has a lot of money. But you feel so bad when you see these people that you want to just give them money, but that is not what is going to solve their problems. What is going to solve their problems is getting the right government in place, responsible people, have good governance, and have programs. Educate the future, create employment, hopefully reduce crime, and then we will move forward as a nation. So I wanted to come today and just give you guys an update. And, Sehu Sedili, welcome. You're going to make a big difference. And thank you for all of you guys calling in the background. I have had calls from people, responsible people that I respect, that were on the other side. Today, a very humble young woman called me and said, I wanted a coalition. I doesn't think it's going to happen, but I want to make sure that you guys get it right. Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And I said, yes, we are. And we listen to these people. This is what it's about. Understanding what is at stake. Understanding what needs to be done. People that are coming on our side because they know what is at stake and they don't want to take chances. Get off that fence. It's not cute. Step up. Be responsible. It is a right, a responsibility that we have to do to make sure we have lived 5 years under Barrow and his failed leadership. Let's try another government for 5 years. In 2026, we can get back and evaluate that government. So thank you so much.